burdock root. Does anybody know about it? Because I have some questions. My first question is, has anyone ever juiced it? I wanted to add it to my clovemary tea because it has similar properties to the ingredients that I put in my tea. Also, it helps with inflammation, blood sugar levels. Some people believe that it purifies the blood. That's what I've heard. That's why I wanted it. Some people also believe that it helps clear your skin and boost energy, which are all things that I need in my life right now. None of these claims are scientifically proven, but I'm going to give it a go because what do I have to lose? One of my questions is, what part of the life cycle are these burdock roots in? Roots, right? Like someone dug up the roots. I was so confused. I went to my favorite store and they had these sitting out for free, and a man was sitting there, and you know how I love talking to people. So we got to talking about burdock root. He never planted them before, but he was telling me about how he used to garden. He could no longer garden because of his back, but he wants to give this a try. And I was telling him about all the health benefits, and he was thanking me for educating him on like everything. But then we got to the harvesting somehow, and he educated me because he said you just plant these. And then I was like, well, wait, I think that you just, and he politely cut me off and he pointed me to the sign. The sign literally says free to take to plant. So yeah, I was confused. So I go home and try to look it up and literally still confused. The life cycle of burdock root, the pictures, nothing. So I see seeds. You plant the seeds, it grows into a flower. The life cycle is 2 years. The flowers drop more seeds and then the flower dies. But I'm assuming this is the root, obviously. So what part do they put in medicines and capsules? This, the root? So you grow this to grow another flower for more seeds. We're only using the root. Do we use the flower for anything? We just use the root? Anyway, I looked up the pros and cons between juicing and steeping in my tea just to help me make my decision, and I chose juicing for a few reasons. When you steep burdock root to make tea, the hot water does help release a lot of the medicinal properties, but it also loses vitamins. It is also easier for digestion and is better for detoxing, which are both things that I actually want to use it for. With juicing, you don't lose any of the medicinal properties. It absorbs quickly, so days when I'm feeling weak, I could just take a little shot of burdock root juice, and you can mix it with other fruits and vegetables, so you can add a bunch of different vitamins and minerals. The only con is the taste, but they say it's an earthy taste, and y'all know I love beets because beets taste earthy, so I'm hoping that just is like a double whammy, nothing but earth in my mouth. So yeah, that's why I picked juicing. Also, this also helped me decide to juice my burdock because I did not expect to get this much today, but here we are. I did have to pick up some beets. I'm gonna make my beet juice named by Sage with my carrots and apples and celery. I normally have red cabbage, but we're gonna go with that. None of this, I'm gonna cook that probably tomorrow. But do y'all think this will go good with it? Or do you think it would taste too earthy, too dirty? I do have to detox all of this. I'm probably gonna get to it tomorrow. But pray for me that this watermelon is not rotten like the last 7 I bought. Okay, bye.